Okay guys, so let's go ahead and we're going to do a UPS check problem today, just to, apply how we do UPS check with comparing fractions. So we're going to look right here at number 18. Okay, let's focus that. Okay, so it says students cut a pepperoni pizza into 12 equal slices, and they ate 5 slices. They cut a veggie pizza into 6 equal slices and ate 4 slices. Which statement compares the amount of pizzas that were eaten? Okay, so I'm going to get my paper right here, and I'm going to go ahead and divide it into 4 equal parts, a fraction, if you will, just like this, right? And you can either put UPS check, or I like doing UPS check, okay? So let's talk about what we know. So it says they cut a pepperoni pizza into 12 equal slices and ate 5 slices. Well, that's pretty important. We need to probably, actually, let's go ahead and cube before we do anything. That's a smart thing to do, right? Right, Star Grove? Okay. So if we've got this right here, let me get my pencil. Oh no, okay. Okay. So, it says students cut a pepperoni pizza into 12 equal slices and ate 5 slices. Cut a veggie pizza into 6 equal slices and ate 4 slices. So it wants to know which one compares the amount of each pizza that were eaten. Okay. So we've got pepperoni, that's important. We've got veggie, that's important. So the pepperoni was 12 equal slices. 5 slices were eaten, right? 8 means it implies that they're being taken away, okay? Same thing over here, just like that, okay? So let's get back to our UPS check, and let's record some of this. So we know that we have pepperoni. You see that? Pepperoni. And we know that that is 12 slices, and we ate 5 slices. Okay? And then we've got veggie pizza, and that was separated into 6 slices, and we ate 4 slices. All right. So what am I trying to find here? I need to find what? What do I need to find? I need to find, so I'm going to write, I need to find a comparison of the pizza eaten. Okay? That's what I'm looking for. So here's my plan. It's kind of hard for me to read that and say, okay, there's 12 slices and there's 5 slices that were eaten, and then there's 6 slices and 4 slices were eaten. It's kind of hard for me to wrap my brain around that, so I'm going to draw a picture. I'm not going to draw a picture to compare, but I'm just going to draw what these pizzas would look like. So we've got 2 pizzas, and I'm going to do this in my plan box. We've got 2 pizzas. One of them was 12 slices, so I'm going to divide in half, and then I'm going to divide into thirds like this, and then I'm going to divide each one of those into half, and I'll have 12. So it's not important to be exact here. This pizza is not for me to actually look at to compare, because I'm going to use the butterfly method for that, but I just need to see what these pizzas look like, right, in order to form the fraction. Same thing over here. So cut it in half, cut it in thirds. There you have 6. Okay. So how much did we say was eaten? Pepperoni, there was 12 slices. So this would be the pep, right? This would be the veg. And pepperoni, we ate 5 of those slices. So I'm going to color 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, does that look like more than half or less than half? What do you think? Do you remember how many 12ths are equal to 1/2? Do you remember? 6 12ths are equal to half. So would 5 12ths be more than 5 out of 12, excuse me, be more than half or less than half? Less than half. So I see that there are 12 pieces total. So I'm going to put 12 as my denominator. And then how many, what was the part that was eaten? 5. So that would be my fraction I'm dealing with for pepperoni. Okay? Veggie, on the other hand, we ate 4 of those slices. Well, let's go ahead and color 4. Does that look like more than half or less than half? Well, it looks like more than half. And do you remember how many sixths are equal to 1/2? 3, right? 3 slices are less than half. I mean, are equal to half. So 4 slices, would that be more than half or less than half? More. So what fraction would that represent? What could I say that that fraction was? What's my denominator? How many pieces do I have altogether? 6. And then how many were eaten? 4. So my veggie was 4/6. So now remember my plan, I need to figure out what am I going to use to solve this problem? What do I need to do? What am I going to use? What strategy can I pull out of my brain in order to use for this? Well, I would choose to solve this with the butterfly method. Butterfly method, right? So let's go ahead and come down here to solve and do that. So we've got 5/12 and 4/6. Okay, we're going to draw our wings. Okay, our antennae and the bottom of the body. Okay, so what's my first step whenever I'm doing butterfly method? I need to do the opposite denominator times the opposite numerator and then put it right here, right? What's 12 times 4? 48. Okay, what is 6 times 5? 30. And what's 12 times 6? If you want to pause the video and go ahead and make a T-chart for this, you can. 72. All right? I'm sorry, I just wrote 76. 72, Miss Hargrove, come on now. Okay, so now I need to find, what do I need to do next? If I've done most of my butterfly method, what do I do next? I need to find my equivalent fractions, right? I need to find how many 70 seconds are equal to 4/6 and how many 70 seconds are equal to 5/12. Okay, so what would this fraction be equal to? 48 over 72, because remember it's the antenna on that side, whatever side you're looking at, and then the denominator, common denominator, right? Over here we would have 30 over 72, because it would be the antenna on this side with the denominator. All right, well, which one's bigger, 48 over 72 or 30 over 72? Remember that when the denominator is the same, then all I have to do is look at the numerator. So which numerator is bigger? 48, so I'm going to do bam, 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 connect the dots, right? So we need to put this in a complete sentence over here in our check, and we need to see, is that reasonable? And we're going to talk about why it's reasonable in 1 second, but what would be a good sentence that I could write to put this in a complete sentence, my answer? Well, first of all, which fraction was bigger again? 4/6 or 5/12? Which one's bigger? 4/6 is bigger. Well, what kind of pizza was which kind of pizza do people eat 4/6 of? The veggie. So all we have to do is plug in veggie right here. And pepperoni was the 5/12, so I'm just going to put pep right there. So pepperoni was less than veggie, which means, so our question was, which statement compares the amount of each pizza that was eaten? Well, which pizza was eaten more? Did they eat more of, pepperoni or veggie? Veggie. So let's write that in a complete sentence. More slices of veggie pizza were eaten than the pepperoni pizza. Okay. Well, let's think about another, we need to evaluate the reasonableness. We need to see, does this make sense? Okay. Well, whenever we were talking or whenever we were drawing those models up there, we talked about how 5/12 is less than half, remember, because 6/12 equals half? Well, if 5/12 is less than half and 4/6 is greater than half, well, if I'm just relating it to half, I can see automatically that the one that's bigger than half is going to be greater than the one that's less than half. So I could have seen automatically that 4/6 would be bigger than 5/12. So that is in fact reasonable that more slices of the veggie pizza were eaten. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Get some extra credit on something if you bring that into me on Monday. All right, have a good